Hello everyone. I'm pretty sure that everyone has traveled in airplane before this. But have you ever realized the airplane engine's roaring sound before this? And do you know that the sound of the airplane engine when it take off, it's about 150 decibel level and it can rupture humans' eardrum. The airplane engine that produces such loud noise is the jet engine. Today, we're going to learn what is the jet engine, how it works, and how the aviation industry overcame the noise-producing jet engines problem. Before we get further into the topic, let us see what is a jet engine. A jet engine is a reaction engine that is an engine which provides propulsion or thrust by expelling a reaction mass and works in accordance with Newton's third law of motion, which is for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Do you know how does a jet engine works? No, don't worry, that's why I'm here. All jet engines, which are also called gas turbines, work on the same principle. The engine sucks air in at the front with a fan. A compressor raises the pressure of the air. The compressor is made with many blades attached to a shaft. The blades spin at high speed and compress or squeeze the air. The compressed air is then sprayed with fuel and an electric spark lights the mixture. The burning gases expand and blast out through the nozzle at the back of the engine. As the jets of gas shoot backward, the engine and the aircraft are thrust forward. As the hot air is going to the nozzle, it passes through another group of blades called the turbine. The turbine is attached to the same shaft as the compressor. Spinning the turbine causes the compressor to spin. The air goes through the core of the engine as well as around the core. This causes some of the air to be very hot and some to be cooler. The cooler air then mixes with the hot air at the engine exit area. Aircraft noise is generated by turbulent flows of air over and around surfaces. This includes air going into and out of the engine, air flowing around the airframe fuselage, wings, and other aerodynamic surfaces such as flaps, slats, and landing gear. However, jet engines also have its drawbacks such as consumes more fuel, expensive, and the worst thing is it produces very loud noise. This is why the aviation industry invented turbofan engines. Turbofan engine is one of the quieter engine. A turbofan engine is a jet engine with a large fan in front of the compressor. It has been developed from the bypass engine with a significant increase in the amount of air that passes by the engine. The outer fan diameter is greater than the diameter of the rest of the engine, and thus air that has been accelerated by the fan blades passes by the engine. The fan is driven by the free turbine at the rear of the engine, which is a part of the power from hot gases is tapped to drive the fan. But the additional thrust of the fan is significantly greater. That is why turbofan engine is more powerful during takeoff, in climb, and in cruise. It has lower specific fuel consumption as well. Its additional thrust created by the fan is apparent, especially during takeoff. In addition, the envelope of colder air from the fan surrounds the hot, expanding exhaust gases, allowing them to expand more slowly. This reduces noise levels significantly without reducing thrust. It's time for recap. Facts about turbofan engines. A turbofan jet engine has an internal fan at the front of the engine. Besides the fan, turbofan engines also have a compressor, a combustion chamber, and a turbine similar to turbojet engines. Modern turbofan engines have two compressors near the front of the engine. The first compressor is known as the booster. The second compressor is a high-pressure compressor. Modern turbofan engines also have two turbines near the rear of the engine. The first turbine is a high-pressure turbine and the second is a low-pressure turbine. The fan on a turbofan engine also forces air around the outside of the main part of the engine. This stream of air helps to provide some additional thrust. It also cools the engine and helps to reduce noise. Modern turbofan engines are very efficient and used by most commercial aircraft today to save fuel and reduce flight costs. That's how the aviation industry solved the loud noise caused by the aircraft engine problem. With that, I'm putting a full stop here. Thank you and bye, future engineers.